Hey Capricon, wish you a very, very happy new year. Well, it's a good time to celebrate because it's the start of the new year, and what a brilliant start because you have the solar eclipse standing right in front of your nose because it's on the 5th of January 2019. And yeah, you must be surprised. Why am I so happy about it? Well, I am not like really happy, but you don't have an option, right? You got to face it, right? So yes, eclipses can be slightly difficult to handle because you can't ever predict exactly what is it that they can turn around for you. But then if you practice any form of spiritual sciences or alternate therapies like tarot, like Reiki or energy work, then you definitely know that it is going to bring in some shift in your life, and therefore you can prepare for it accordingly. And hence, you aren't so scared about Uncle Eclipse, right? Yeah. So however, before I start with your reading, need to tell you something beautiful that happened to us. I think last week, last few days, so many people came to share their stories, whether they subscribe to the channel. So all of you all who've not subscribed, please do subscribe because I'd love to hear from you. There were many who actually wrote to me on the ID, which is connect.thesacredsage@gmail.com. And I think it was just beautiful. People generally sharing about what they're going through, sharing a slice of their life. And I could also give them some advice. Please understand, when you're doing generic readings of you can't just share everything because these are generic. So if you're giving a remedy for someone's profession, it may not be applicable for someone who's going through a love problem, right? So it's always better when someone comes and shares their story one-on-one so that we could give them better advice or help them with remedies or solutions basis our little knowledge of spirituality. And I say little knowledge not because we are not well read. I say little because any amount of spiritual knowledge is always less, right? Yeah. Anyways, so bottom line of the story, please like, please subscribe, please share, and definitely comment so that we get to hear from you. And we absolutely love bonding with you. Okay, coming back to your reading. Capricorn, I do see something nice with respect to your social status or the way you perceived in the society. I think something about that is getting enhanced, right? So whether you get a promotion in a relationship, which means that maybe you were someone's brother-in-law and suddenly they have a child, so there is one level up in the hierarchy. Or maybe you were single, you're deciding to get married, or maybe your siblings are getting married, something which is like one level up in your social status that is coming into your life. Life is moving forward, and we have the Wheel of Fortune along with the Chariot, which means that one cycle is complete and the other cycle is starting, and you're moving forward towards that. However, not everything about the last cycle is still clear to you because we have the High Priestess, right? So which means that spiritually, you're still not very clear as to what's happening. More than that, you're not clear as to why certain things happened in your life, which means whether you got into new associations or you left a few people, a few situations. Maybe you started a business and then you wanted to shut it down. Maybe you were dating a girl and then you were like, I can't take it forward. Whatever is it that happened to you from the end of 2013 till now, the spiritual lesson or the spiritual reality or the truth about all of that is still not clear to you, and maybe that's what you're trying to work on. So I do see your energy as the energy of the King of Swords, which means that you feel the need to talk, right? You've regained your power. Maybe the way the cycle went, all that you went through, the situations, maybe you didn't have enough time to connect with yourself, or maybe you didn't even have those realizations when you were supposed to have them. But now, when you've reclaimed your power and you're like, excuse me, no one can take me on a joyride anymore, uh, that is the time when you want to have these conversations. And this time around, you don't want any messing around. You want to tell people that this is how it is going to be. I respect you and I value you. Please understand, the King of Swords never ever demeans anyone, right? He is an authority, and yes, he talks to the point, but does not disrespect anyone. While you may be perceived as someone who is just talking a little brash, so you can possibly take care of that and be humble when you communicate, but you can definitely speak your heart and mind out to all of these people or the stakeholders who are going forward in your journey. Coming to the money aspect of life, I see you working really hard towards making your money. It's a person whose whole and soul focus is towards work and business and how to grow it. So you're really working hard. And yes, with the new cycle coming in, I do see a lot of good things coming around for you. Every bit of this is definitely going to add to your wealth. On the other side, I also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is your wishes coming true, which not only means a cycle of completion, but I would say that all of this struggle period, again, I'd go back and refer to the Saturn cycle. So last Saturn cycle, if you were struggling to make your money, however, if you got your lessons right and you made that effort and you didn't give up and you learned who to trust, who not to trust, and you learned that just sitting on the top or sitting by the bay and watching people work and thinking that therefore the business is going to grow or therefore life is going to be better, that does not happen. And if you ever walk that path, then the pattern will repeat again. You will be put into a situation where all your equation and everything that you're relying upon to make your work or relationship work out is going to collapse all over again. You will be forced to make that effort all over again because you were supposed to lead it. So you cannot escape your side of the work. You cannot ever delegate your side of the work. It's good to have people who are reliable and dependent, but I don't think you can run away from what you were supposed to do. So if you got your lessons right in the last Saturn cycle, then this time around, with the eclipse clearing up, it won't be immediate. With the eclipse clearing up, justice will be served, and now on, you will be in a position when it'll be slightly easy for you. You wouldn't have to struggle so much, and money will start coming in slowly, gradually. You will be making a lot of money, at least the kind that you wanted yourself to make but were not able to in the last cycle. This start is going to be a much easier one and a happier one, and your wishes are definitely going to be fulfilled now. So have a great, prosperous 2019. Thank you.